These teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
And it's powered home by Towns.
Oh, Mr. Towns can hurt you from anywhere, and that includes putting it on your head.
A little mid-range shot is up. No good, off the front rim.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And Anunoby gets it to go.
Don't give OG Anunoby too much space, boy. He will rise and fire in the catch-and-shoot game.
Here's Holmgren. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Well, Doris, Chet Holmgren was one of the more highly touted guys coming into the league in a long time.
He was, B.A., and he has lived up to the billing. At that size, to be able to shoot the ball, put it on the deck, be a force at the rim defensively. But maybe his best attribute, he is a tough competitor.
Now here's Holmgren. Hart pulls it in. Here's Bridges. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Thunder. And here's Holmgren. Doubled by Towns. And it's Holmgren missing. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Mark Daigneault gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I discussed with Coach how difficult it is to guard Jalen Brunson. He initially joked. He said, "You'll have to ask my guys that." Jalen is a really gritty, confident player. We can't let him get into a rhythm early or we're going to be in trouble. We'll have to keep our eye on how well this defense does against Brunson. Guys?
And Allie, thank you for that. Towns on a screen. Puts up a deep three. Doesn't go. And he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Dort with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Pass to Holmgren. Three-pointer. The Knicks pull it in. Outside Anunoby. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Both teams will make substitutions. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Inside. Achiuwa with the dunk.
Well, as always, Jalen Brunson making the right play. This guy loves to set up his teammates.
Well, the Thunder will be building a new arena, Doris, right across the street from their current home.
Well, how exciting that the downtown arena is set to open in the 29-30 season with a 25-year lease. This secures the team's long-term future in Oklahoma City. And honestly, B.A., this fan base is so passionate, they deserve it.
And there's a minute 45 left in the first. Down low. Dort with a steal.
The D feels like it's everywhere, and that pass should not have been made.
That evens the score. Wiggins got 5.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
I must say, their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
Williams. Good on the baseline, Jay.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Knicks trail by 6. Now here's Brunson. He's scoreless. Pass to Towns. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson.
Well, just coming right off the pick and roll to finish beautifully. Towns looking so comfortable.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
And these will be his second and third shots at the line here. And he drops the first. Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons. Nice move to get inside, but then the D's right there waiting for him.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
It's Bridges on the wing. Here's Robinson. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Wallace outside. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Thunder out in front. Up 4. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen from Oklahoma City, what's your take so far?
Well, you have to look at the advantage they have in the turnover department. I mean, that's a huge advantage for them in this game.
Offensively, they took care of the ball. And defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
There's a screen by Wiggins. Pulls up, high post. Wallace misses. Knicks trail by 4. Pass to Payne. Right wing. Here's McBride. The rebound by Wiggins. Thunder leading by 4. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Knocks down the triple. Caruso's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. Oklahoma City shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Daigneault said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. Bridges outside. Poke loose. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Ooh, Robinson with a block.
Wingspan, athleticism, verticality. Robinson with authority sends it back.
And Bridges, here we go. No good again that time. Thunder leading by 11. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Oh, the determination from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander shows you he's not afraid to draw contact. Now gets to the free throw line.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Doris, how about the emergence of Jalen Brunson? The Knicks got him as a free agent.
B.A., it's incredible because the Knicks, when they signed him back in the summer of 2022, many voices were out there saying it's an overpay, you paid Jalen too much. Well, guess what? All NBA performer.
Oh, up top for the lob to Holmgren.
And timing like this will serve Holmgren well, leaping at the exact right moment for the alley-oop.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Dort. And the big dunk at the end of the break.
You can see Shai always active with his hands and feet. That play was all about his defensive instincts.
Outside Brunson. Will it go? Towns, right side. Brunson taking his time here. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good from outside.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
With the fadeaway. Williams misses.
You know, he made an easy shot so much harder, and it really cost him the bucket, guys.
Brunson with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. The hard work that Brunson has put in over the years, it really shows in his game, Doris.
I'll tell you this about Jalen Brunson. As his coach likes to say, he may not pass the eye test, but he passes the win test. Unbelievable footwork, fundamentals, and a clutch gene. Love Jalen Brunson's game.
Pass to Williams. With some arc. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Williams has gotten his second bucket.
And the vision is far past his years. Williams with great decision-making.
Right side Brunson. Outside McBride. Here's Brunson outside. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Fades and shoots. Offensive rebound. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Well, being aggressive and assertive, the big man snatching the rebound.
And an Obi for 3. And again, the Knicks missing. Left side Williams. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder out in front by 19 going into the break. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. It's the Denver Nuggets taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Allie LaForce. All right, Grant, two of the West's most formidable squads going at it here.
You know, B.A., looking to prove who is the one to beat in their conference. You love this elite level of competition. This is a chance to show who is the best in the West.
Conley with the ball. Randall outside.
And this is so encouraging. When Jokic hustles on the defensive end, it's a big help to his teammates.
And Gordon with the big finish.
You know that the pass is for Aaron Gordon, but his athleticism takes any defense out of the equation. Doing work, Aaron Gordon.
Here's Brown. Stolen by Conley. And it's Randall. With the jam.
Wow, excellent explosion off his feet by Julius Randle.
Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A., it's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
That free throw good from Gordon. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Here's Brown, and there's the drive. Soft touch off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Randall on the screen. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line. Doris, one of the most physical guards in the NBA, Anthony Edwards.
If you want to talk about a prototypical NBA body, it's Anthony Edwards. He's got size, strength, athleticism, but beyond that, he's so skilled. Three-level scorer, versatile on the defensive end, fearless when it matters. Anthony Edwards may be the next face of the league.
And it's Jokic off the drive.
There's a little speed from Jokic on that drive. I mean, you don't expect him to put it on the floor and just go.
Here's Edwards. Off with the layup. And Gordon has got the ball here for the Nuggets. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Randall can't hit.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Pass to Brown. Screen by Gordon. Down low. And Gordon with the big finish.
Really difficult to stick with an athletic big man like Aaron Gordon. On rolls to the rim, good luck.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Both teams will make substitutions. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. The kick out to Conley. To the inside. Gordon with a steal. Outside Porter. Shot is up. Randall pulls down the board.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Here's Edwards. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It goes on Russell Westbrook.
Let's remember, Anthony Edwards is 6'5" with a 6'9" wingspan. Those long arms, very difficult to deal with defensively. Draws the contact there.
And Doris, you watch Anthony Edwards year to year. He just keeps reaching a new level.
He wants greatness badly. He's putting in the time, BA, to get there. Anthony Edwards, the shooting, the confidence, the leadership, everything's growing. He's now producing like an MVP. Look out, everybody. Here he comes.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. And Minnesota with possession here. Denver getting their last shot to go.
Wow, Russell Westbrook, when he's engaged defensively, he can send it back.
Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Outside Edwards. Over Jokic. Edwards, no good. The Nuggets lead by 8. And here's Porter outside. And it doesn't fall for him. Made 2, missed 2 now. And it's Edwards with the ball for Minnesota. Randall outside. Back to Edwards. Gobert inside. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
We always know this has been a strength of Rudy Gobert, getting the offensive window. Nicely done.
Gordon can't hit.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Here's Edwards. Rebounded by Denver. Here's Porter. He's got 5. It's blocked by Gobert. And they'll get another chance. And so it's Denver with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Nuggets.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
Pass to Reed. McDaniels with it. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Saric.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And it really feels like the chemistry of this Timberwolves team has taken a step forward.
And, B.A., you know this. Winning always enhances that energy and chemistry. But beyond that, this is a roster full of players that have had individual success, and now they're hungry and thirsty for team success, because that's the true measure.
Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Well, this guy is so special. On the attack on the interior, this guy is seeking contact. He doesn't want to avoid it.
The drive by DiVincenzo. Basket's good. DiVincenzo's got his first points in this one. The Nuggets lead by 6. Westbrook with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Outside for Porter. Pass to Najee. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. McDaniels with some nice D. Right side Reed. For 3, DiVincenzo. Porter pulls it in.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And down it goes. 2 points.
Well, this is Russell Westbrook's comfort zone, right? Good size at the guard position, excellent vertical. It's easy for him in there.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Now a timeout called by Denver. Denver leading by 6. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
And Saric throws it down.
Well, what I love is the aggressiveness of Dario Saric, making sure he leaves no doubt.
Clark in the post. Rebound by the Nuggets. Miller outside. Just 5 to shoot. Porter with the steal. And here we go. The Nuggets on the fast break. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Timberwolves trail by 8. Here's Dillingham. The rebound by Murray. And here's Denver. Pass to Porter. Westbrook left side. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 6. And here's Murray. A deep 3. That shot off the mark.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Here's Dillingham. Still no points. Grant, when you talk about consistency in officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
And here's Porter outside. Dillingham with a rebound. Timberwolves trail by 8. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. 1:27 left to play in the second quarter. Outside Watson. Murray scanning the floor. Crafty move. It's blocked by Gobert.
Wow, insanely tough to get a shot off when Rudy Gobert is around. Wow.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Inside. Here's Watson. The shot that time not on target. McDaniels with some nice D. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Doris, you look at the tools McDaniels has on defense. He can be special.
He can. There's incredible length, the reach, the strength. McDaniels very much able to be a shutdown defender against the best offensive players in the game.
Picked by Gobert. To the paint. Gobert hammers it home.
Really nice decision-making by Anthony Edwards. If you're going to play in the NBA, you've got to read off pick-and-roll action.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Gobert. Now Randall. 6 on the shot clock. Misses. That would have put him up. Porter in the post. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Nuggets ahead. They lead by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for the Timberwolves. They trail by 1. Pass to McDaniels. For the lead. And the layup is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Yeah, nice play by Murray. A big guard who is unafraid to mix it up inside.
It's Edwards on the wing. Outside for Randall. The shake. And it's Randall with the jam.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim. Jokic with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Pass to Brown. No good with the triple. It's Edwards on the wing. 6 points for him. Randall, good.
Boy, there was plenty of contact down low, but Randall assertive and able to find the finish.
Timeout called, the Nuggets. Nuggets trail by 3. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Jokic. And again, Denver no good. And so it's Minnesota with it. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense. Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Murray, no good. Minnesota leading by 5. Oh, Edwards packs it home.
Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
You know, possessions like that will help them feel good going into that final quarter.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now a 9-point Minnesota lead.
And they're building on their lead, doing whatever they can to blow this game open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Such a powerfully built man. I mean, Jokic seems to just brush off the foul from the opposition.
So both teams making some changes here. And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title, but Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume. Everything is dropping for him. Just a terrific third-period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Nuggets. So it's Denver now. There's a minute 54 left to play in the third. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A., because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Pass to Porter. To the wing, right side. Jokic in the post. Nice move. Oh, that's too easy for Jokic when he gets inside position.
It's almost too easy for Jokic inside. His size and soft touch make short work of the shot.
To the middle. Stolen by Jokic. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
Wow, the tenacity of Aaron Gordon, the athleticism is just amazing.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Randall. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Steps back. Jokic the screen. To the paint. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Jokic has got 7 points for the quarter. And we've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Clark in the post. Gobert, no good. And here are the Nuggets. They're on a 13-4 run. And here's Jokic. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Here's Clark. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. Tie game in Minnesota. Don't go in. Anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So it's Denver now. Pass to Šarić. Stolen by Reed. Outside, DiVincenzo. Here's Mina. And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
Just enormous, guys. With time winding down, goes for the steal, and then off to the races.
Inside. Now here's Watson. Back to Murray. Picked his pocket. Down low. Here's DiVincenzo. Goes back up. And he sinks the layup. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Minnesota.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
Kicks it out to Westbrook, to the inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Down low. Watson. Drops in the layup for 2. Watson's got his first points of the game.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
And Jamal Murray picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. The Nuggets want a timeout. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear what the Nuggets head coach was saying to his team. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Alexander Walker. Here's Garza. And he banks in the layup.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Jokic in the post. Throw it down, Nikola.
Down in the paint, Jokic knows how to take charge, getting past the D and to a look.
Driving inside. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the ring, but how about the finish with intention?
Dillingham.
And Porter Jr.'s teammates and coaches love when he hustles. When he does, he makes an impact on D.
Jokic, no good. The Timberwolves lead by 4. Here's Dillingham with the drive. Knocked away. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Pass to Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
Aaron Gordon in a big moment, unafraid to deliver. How pretty is that?
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Outside Edwards. It's good. Edwards, what strength.
Anthony Edwards relishes big-time moments, and he delivers right there.
Outside Porter. Jokic the screen to the paint. And Jokic throws it down.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. We've got 1:48 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Randall. The kick out to Edwards. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Boy, not on the same page there. In a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
And so Murray will bring it up for the Nuggets. Minute 32 left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Shot clock at 5. To tie it up. And Gobert with a block. And they're able to recover. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. There's 1:17 left in the 4th quarter. Left side, Edwards. Edwards, so good inside.
We know this about Anthony Edwards. He is fearless in these moments. That's a big-time clutch delivery.
And it's Jokic missing. And so it's Minnesota with it. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th. Edwards, no good. On the wing, Porter. And again, it's Denver missing.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
40 seconds left to play in the 4th. Edwards looking it over. Randall on the screen. And he's going for the oop here.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass. Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together, everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
He's such a great free throw shooter who can handle big moments.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. And he's unable to get the second one. The Nuggets want a timeout. What's the best strategy for them?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
And here's Denver.
They can't go empty on any of their possessions from here on out.
And no time to waste, not at this point in the game. Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Obviously, not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, this is a chance to take the lead, so you've got to draw up a play to make it happen.
And Denver making a change here. "16 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Oh, the first of two, no good. A heartbreaker. And the second of two is good. And that'll put them up 2. 11 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Oh, no good! Good on the first. And that narrows the gap to 1. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Oh, tremendous composure at the line to tie things up and give them a shot at overtime.
The Nuggets want a timeout. To the middle. Here's Jokic. It's off. Ooh, he knocks down the clutch free throw. And here's Jokic outside. It's off. So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves, pulling it out for the W. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie